Welcome back, everyone. My name is Baxter Hines. I am the Chief Investment Officer with Honeycomb Digital Investments, and I'm here today with Spencer Randall of CryptoEQ. We've been discussing the work that both of our firms have done to analyze this new and exciting asset class of cryptocurrencies in a fundamental due diligence heavy respect. And we want to get more into how that's done. What are the ways that we go about making that happen and really trying to understand what are the underlying currents that are driving the prices of these cryptocurrencies, and what kind of competitive advantages do they have to really create the revolutionary effects that we continue to hear about in the media that blockchain will bring about for our society. And so, Spencer, one of the things that we've enjoyed working with you on at Honeycomb Digital is that you all have a very repeatable, very disciplined process that you go about in creating these reports. And not only do you do single crypto reports, but you do thematic pieces. And so again, as I've said before in a prior episode, you take a really a holistic view of what's going on. Maybe talk a little bit about how you all go about making that happen and really putting out the detailed type of work that you do.
Yeah, thank you, Baxter. Yeah, I'd say right off the bat, our team is full of people that have put in their 10,000 hours. Yeah, so that great saying in industry that your perspective changes if you've lived and breathed something for thousands of hours on end. And so we've got a team full of people that are veterans of the crypto industry, have been through multiple crypto cycles. And if you add all of our partners up today, that's over 3 decades of experience in the crypto industry. And this industry's, pushing a dozen years. So that's quite a bit of experience, and it really does give us a leg up and an advantage over some of the newer firms that are coming online, because we've seen a lot. I'd say we've really refined our framework over the years. I do, chalk up kind of your comments on how methodical we are to our technical and engineering backgrounds. What we aim to do when we started building is to become the morning star of crypto and really be this North Star that people in traditional finance have become accustomed to in traditional finance. And we wanted to provide that value to the market for the crypto industry. So we saw what was at the time, a few $100 billion asset class a long time ago, maturing into a multi-trillion-dollar asset class like it has today. And so we've refined it over the years. And one of the things that we've noticed when we started building CryptoEQ was that what worked for fundamental analysis for traditional finance and what is tried and true in traditional finance does not necessarily copy and paste to this blockchain industry. There's so much nuance. Just starting with use cases, there's so much nuance as you move from blockchain protocol to blockchain protocol that we knew that we had to write our own playbook. And so we did that hard work in the bear market of 2018 and built a system that we could replicate and apply to dozens of crypto assets. And so now what we have is a standard that we can run any digital asset through, provided that it's publicly traded and liquid, and evaluate that to a rating system. It's a 5-tier rating system and a 10-point framework. And it gets much more complicated as we go deeper, but at a high level, it's a 5-point rating system and a 10-point framework.
No, it's very extensive what you do. And I just want to echo a little bit about what you said about the analysts there at your firm. One of the things that I really appreciated and have found is so rare in this industry is that people really don't tend to do their homework on this stuff. They try to jump in. They see the high returns. They think they get it because they maybe understand the technology, or maybe they understand financial. They don't have that, again, complete view. And what I like is that you all really began at the beginning. That's the best place to start, and built upon that, so that not only can you put out, again, that disciplined kind of analysis that you do, but you also have been able to really tailor to our needs, and I know to other clients' needs, if we have specific kinds of requests that pertain to a project or to a theme or to just a general facet of the blockchain industry that we need someone with your kind of expertise, rare expertise, to dive into for us. And so maybe just talk a little bit about how you've been able to, again, tailor those needs and the custom work that you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's something that is a pattern now that, you know, when we hear that feedback, it's very fulfilling because clients are very appreciative of the tailored solutions and how agile our team of analysts are. So we're able, you know, from start to finish, produce the research and develop, you know, great marketing deliverables, whether it's video or graphics or. So we really wrap all of the marketing aspects and the research aspects into one research and marketing powerhouse. And it's fantastic to see the way that aspect of our business has grown. Taking a little bit deeper look at the research side, I would like to share the 10 core categories so people understand all of the different aspects that go into any given report. From the use case, the technology, the economics, the governance, any vulnerabilities in the protocol, network effects, the team, user experience, regulatory concerns, and the roadmap. You know, that's a 10-point framework. And within each piece of the framework, there's dozens of things that we look at. And so when you add all this research up, we're really looking at 50 to 60 page institutional grade research per digital asset.
And what I really appreciate about it is not only the completeness, but that you are willing to give an unbiased type of analysis of these cryptos. So many times you go on Twitter or you go onto social media and everybody is just blasting one angle. They're saying, yeah, this is the greatest crypto since sliced bread, or oh my gosh, this is the worst we've ever seen. And you don't know whether what they're saying is really what they believe, or they just want the market to go in a direction that would cause them to profit. What you all have been willing to do over many occasions is to say, hey, we like this about one project, but we don't like this about this part about it. So having that positive and negative stuff that you're willing to put in writing, I think is actually fairly rare in this new crypto industry. So that's something that, again, we really have appreciated.
Yeah, to add to that, our analysts, by design, every single piece of research that we do has multiple analysts working on the piece together to provide those checks and balances to guard against bias. I mean, the obvious point is we don't engage directly with protocols to evaluate their protocols, that to maintain that unbiased perspective. We engage asset allocators, fund managers, investors, traders to support their due diligence processes. And we love to maintain that objectivity as it's contrarian and it's rare. And if you go back to 2018, it was non-existent. So we started when certainly it was quiet, with a very long-term view on fundamental research in crypto.
Yeah, I think your unbiased approach is really going to pay off, not only for firms like Honeycomb Digital who use your research, but also for your firm itself, CryptoEQ. Don't want to spread the rumor mill, but I'm hearing just tidbits of information. The SEC may start coming after some of these promoters who have been paid by certain projects to, as the term of the crypto industry goes, shill their coins, meaning just try to say all this positive stuff about one project, or maybe they're paid to say negative things about another. I through the rumor mill have been hearing, can't verify this, but we did have the executive order from the Biden administration that was fairly positive on crypto. They say the next thing that may be coming out is something from the SEC or the CFTC. Some of the regulators may go after these people who have tried to take advantage of the market through, again, this bias type of analysis. So again, very much appreciate the work that you all have done and trying to just be honest, forthright, and complete in your analysis. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, I guess, is sort of the way I like to think that's the way it comes out, and it certainly does seem to reflect that with some of the reports that you delivered to us. Well, Spencer, with that, let's conclude this segment. This has been great hearing about the process, and I look forward to speaking with you further as we learn more about your firm and the relationship it's had with Honeycomb Digital.
Thank you, Baxter.